My name's Angela, and this is my first like video of me talking about my own experiences. Um, I'm sorry I'm not gonna be as good as other YouTubers, but I'm trying my best. I do want to make like lots of videos, but today I wanted to talk about my experiences with my ghost stories and stuff like that. Um, I know some of you don't believe in them. A lot of them don't. And that's fine. I'm not telling you to believe. I'm just, talking about it because I think they're interesting to tell. But, sorry if it's like too close to my face. I don't have a camera, like an actual camera. I just have my phone. So I'm just like holding it up. And, so my ghost experience started when I was about, I'd say 10 years old. I lived in a house in LA that was pretty haunted. Pretty kind of haunted. We would have dreams. Everyone would have dreams, or like not dreams. What am I talking about? Experiences with ghosts. And so we moved in there when I was like in say going to preschool, and it wasn't until like 10 years old I started experience my own ghost experience, like my own, you know. We moved in and they didn't tell us until like my parents knew, but they didn't tell us the kids because they didn't want us to, I guess, get scared. But they didn't tell us until like a couple months later that our house was haunted. Like an old man died there, like in the living room. So when I was 10 years old, we had like these family members, my aunt and uncles and my sisters. I don't have sisters. um. Anyways, so my aunt and uncle used to like live in the rooms that we had. So me and my brothers used to like have to sleep in the living room with beds. We put beds in the living room. There was no couches. So okay, while we were sleeping there, one day, my cousins who lived in their own house came over to sleep over just to hang out with us. And they hanged out with my brothers and they like sorry, I drank some water. What was I saying? Okay. So my cousins slept over and they were playing with my brothers, my two younger brothers. And so one day they stood up like late at night. I'm sorry if my face is too close because I don't have an actual camera. Did I tell you this already? I have to rewind back because I'm very forgetful. I am. I'm sorry about that. Okay. Anyways, I don't have a tripod or a camera. If I tell you this already, I'm sorry. Oh, this is my doggy. He's trying to sniff my water. Bernie, I need this. I'm sorry. This thing is too close. Ugh. Okay. So anyways, back to the topic. Um so my little brothers and them were hanging out. They stood up like late at night because I went to sleep like at 11. That's my time to sleep. I don't know, that's late for me. But they stood up longer than that because the next morning they were telling me like, Angela, um, did you hear those noises? I'm like, what noises? They're like, boot sounds, like coming, right? And I'm like, that was just my dad because my dad used to work in the morning at 3 a.m. in the morning, and he used to like go to his job at a time. So I'm like, oh, that's just my dad, whatever. They're like, no, we heard it like at 2 something or 1 a.m. And I was like, okay, maybe they're just messing with me because, they're little kids and they like to tell scary stories to each other. So that very same day, they left home. And I was like, I don't know, I got the courage somehow to stood up. And I stood up till like 1 a.m. And all of a sudden, yeah, it was 1 a.m. All of a sudden, I heard like boot sounds coming from the hallway of our house. It was a one story, but there was a living room. There was a living room and there was like a hallway connected to it. But I started hearing boot sounds. I'm like, okay, maybe that's just my dad. Like maybe he's going to work early. But then it just like getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And somehow like my heart was like beating faster and faster and faster. And I was like, what's going on? Like, is he coming out or not? All of a sudden, it stopped. I didn't hear nothing. I was like, okay, that's weird. Like, what's going on? And then Then I heard it again, and I was like, okay, like, who's that now? That was just my first experience with ghosts. So after that, I was like, oh my gosh, my heart was beating so fast. I was like, okay, maybe I was just hearing things. But then one day, um, I was in my aunt's room. She was in the room that had a hallway. That hallway. She was in the room where the hallway was at, and her door was open. And I was just sitting on her bed because she was cleaning. She's a clean person. Like, she likes to clean a lot. And she left the room, and I was just sitting on the bed at the corner, and like, the door was on this side, on the left side of my face, and all of a sudden I just seen like a black shadow, like a black shadow, like going really really fast. I was like, okay, maybe it's just my eyes like doing something to me. But then another like a couple months later, some of my other uncle and aunt moved in with us, and I had my cousin who was like my age. So one night she said that she lived in the garage because there was no more rooms for her. So they lived in the garage. And she would have to come in our house if she wanted to use the restroom or take a shower or like wash the dishes and anything like that. So one night she said that it was like 3 a.m. in the morning that she went to my house. She went inside our kitchen to make a bottle for her little brother. And she said that she seen me. She seen me right next to her telling me, get the milk, or something like that. And she said like that it was like my voice and my like figure, like everything about me. I was standing there, and she thought I was right there, talking to her. She was talking back to me, and I was talking back to her. So the next morning she told me, she's like, Angela, what were you doing up in the morning? I was like, what? I was like, I was sleeping. I wasn't up at all. Maybe I was sleepwalking, but I don't know. But I don't think so. But I was like, I never woke up. What are you talking about? She's like, yeah, you were in the kitchen, and I seen you there, and you were talking to me, and you were like telling me get the milk, and I was like, okay. That part really really scared me. Like, I have never experienced that before, because it was just like scary. Like, like that thing can like change into you. So that was scary for me. Like, I was like, oh my gosh. And then one day, sorry if this video is too long, but I have like, it's multiple stories, but they're very short stories, so that's why I'm telling them all. Because if I just tell one story, it's probably gonna be like 1 minute long, or not even 1 minute long. So that's why I'm telling multiple. Sorry if this is long. The next, I say a couple months later, after she moves out, my aunt, she moves into my dog. She moves into another. Hold on. Sorry, my dog is being a bunny. Okay. What was I saying? Okay, so she moved into the room next to it, cause I think my another uncle of mine moved in there. I don't know, but they changed rooms. I guess because they were tired of their old rooms. So she moved, and she was packing out her stuff, and she was putting on her picture frames in the drawer. And she said that she started talking. She and my grandma were like talking about God, I guess, because we're like Christians, and they were talking about God. Sorry, my dog was chasing my bunny. That's why I laughed. Yeah, we have a bunny and a dog. Don't worry, the dog doesn't bite her, and she's very playful. But what was I saying? So she was putting her stuff on the drawer, her picture frames that she had, and I guess her and my grandma were talking about God or something. And all of a sudden she said that a picture frame just like flew off of the drawer and it landed on the floor. And I was like, oh my gosh. That part even scared me even more, because I was like, oh my gosh, now I know there's something going on. I mean, I should have known already that thing was changing to me, that my house was haunted. But it didn't really like, I don't know. It was just weird. Like, it like slammed and it broke the glass. It was like crazy. I was like, oh my gosh. I'm sorry this video is too long. I hope you like my stories, I guess. I know they're probably pretty boring. This dog. And hopefully I can show you more. I'm sorry it was dark too. I'm kind of shooting it like at 7 p.m., which is probably pretty bad for the story time, whatever. But I hope you like my stories, and I would try to upload more as much as I can. And I'm sorry this thing is too up close to my face, and you can see my ugly teeth. Yes, I know, I need to fix them. And I'm trying on that. Well, yeah, I'm sorry. I keep looking at my dog because he keeps chasing the bunny. He's acting so weird. Shh. I'm trying to talk. Anyways, have a good day and thank you. Subscribe and like or leave a comment. Bye bye.